big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. Astounding for Minnesota, they won that game against the Knicks in New York, and that was a serious blowout. Payne comes in for Gorgie Dang, and it's Muhammad in for Wiggins. And then for Sacramento, Freaks checked in for Quincy Ace, and it's Collison in for Bellinelli. On the court for Sacramento. Freak in at center. Rudy Gay is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. It's Rajon Rondo, and it's Collison in at the shooting guard position.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
And the Kings making a change here. Caspy's checked in. Kings leading now by 5. Pass to Gay. He feeds it to Freak. Soft touch off the glass.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Passes it to Levine. Rubio left side. Dishes it to Muhammad. Timberwolves passing it around. It's tipped.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. Here's Levine, and he just worked New York in that last game.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Koufos checked in for Rudy Gay. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 6. There's the pass to Levine. No good on the triple. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last. In the league in terms of catch and shoot field goal attempts, also near the bottom in catch and shoot field goal percentage, so they might have been justified in that.
Muhammad dishes to Rubio. Bekovic with a screen, and it's Rubio. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And it's Collison that time on the assist by Koufos. And now it's a 10-point Sacramento lead. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Kings.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
He said their main focus will be trying to contain Rajon Rondo. He said, quote, "We all know that Rondo's capable of taking over games single-handedly. So, guys," he said, "they've got to match his energy and try to keep him out of the paint."
All right, Doris, thanks. Pass to Bekovic. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rondo kicks to Caspi. The feed now to Koufos. Here's Freak. No luck. And Minnesota now the other way. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
Collison kicks to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Nikola Bekovic. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Tayshaun Prince has checked in for Minnesota. Here's Levine. He's covered by Rondo. The dish now to Muhammad. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Payne's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the... hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Muhammad with it. He's against Collison. Bekovic, and it's thrown down. Hard with both hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Rondo passes to Freak. Back to Rondo. Kicks to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Talk about great numbers for Freak. He's already up to 10 points, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Kings. Cauley Stein's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Muhammad dishes to Levine. Offline with his 3. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I love.
Well, with more and more freshmen, Clark, make big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Payne comes in for Gorgui Dieng. Muhammad, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. And then for Sacramento, Kufis checked in for Cousins. Freak comes in for Cauley Stein. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. On the court right now for the Kings, Freak, he's in at power forward. Bellinelli is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kufis, and it's Gay in at the 3 slot. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Freak kicks to Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And he gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Kings lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Here's Payne, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Adrian Payne is that new breed of big man, guys. I mean, he combines athleticism, size, and toughness with exceptional outside shooting. Made over 41% of his threes as a rookie.
And the first one at the line is good. And back to Adrian Payne, one of those rare guys who can lead you in block shots and free throw percentage, something he perfected at Michigan State. Truly unique in his versatility. You covered a lot of his games.
Yeah, freakish athletically, but also highly skilled, which you don't often get for guys coming out of. college, but again, this is a 4-year player, and it seems like every team's looking for bigs who can defend the post as well as spread the floor, whether starting or coming off the bench. So he's certainly a valuable asset.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
There's a good screen. Here's Bellinelli. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Bellinelli's got 6 here in this quarter. Rubio dishes to Pekovic. Wiggins right side. Back to Pekovic. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
To the inside, and stolen by Koufos. And up the court come the Kings on the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's Pekovic. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves with possession. Here. 9-point game. Here's Payne. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
A chance here to see how the Kings rank in the NBA right now. 3rd in fast break points, 6th in assists. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And you look at it, they've been running that fast break to perfection. Great quickness and stamina, and the determination really to attack and look for easy buckets in transition.
The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Bellinelli. Quincy Azzi. He's checked in for Sacramento. All free throws good from Bellinelli. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. Ashamed to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you when you're battling in the West.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. So Payne will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Freak.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge game. He ended with 23 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Looking here at some numbers for Rubio. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging about 16 points, 11 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
Well, he causes those mistakes, too. I mean, he'll harass you for the full 94 feet, never giving you an inch.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Second, Ricky Rubio.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
There's the bucket. Good. Points for Nikola Pekovic.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Kings leading now by 7. And Caspi has it in the corner. Feeds it to Freak. From 13. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Freak's got 18 points.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from out there, trying something different now.
And now the Kings fast break. Here's Caspi. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's an 11-point Kings lead.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.